Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's video we're going to learn how to edit very quickly, simple, and the most important things that you need to focus on. And I know in the beginning it can be a little bit complicated or rather confusing when you're starting to edit and you really don't know what to do. So what I'm going to share with you are just the most important things that you need to focus on as you go on with your editing journey. And if you're a beginner, this is mainly for beginners anyway. If you're a beginner, start with a free app, I would suggest, because you can have a feel of how it is first before you invest in it. Invest in it later, like 3 months later, when you're into this editing world or you're into YouTube, then you can make that decision to buy. The one I'm going to use as an example is LumaFusion. The reason why I feel like you need to upgrade later on is so that you can get better tools that will make your videos even better. So we are going to start with opening this app, and it can be used on the computer but also on the go. So I find that it's really a good tool that is very accessible to you. So wherever you are, you can just edit your footage real quick and upload it. So let's go into it. And yeah, so you're a beginner and you don't know what to do. Let me turn these fonts so that that way you can see properly. Anyway, the first thing that you need to do is uploading your footage in your phone, or rather in your computer. In this case, since you're shooting on your phone, you will find your footage already there for you. So locate your source, and you can see on the left hand side of the interface, you can see there's a small flower on top there. Just click on it and it will take you to all the things that are in the app. So you want to find your photos, you just click on it and that's where your photos are, and your videos. But if you want to go directly to the videos, click on photos again and then click on top of that and on top of the photos, and then you will find that it's been cut into segments. You can find videos alone and all your items in there. So you want to get let's just go to all photos and videos, because I'm going to use also photos. Now I am just going to use a small clip that I was shooting. And yeah, so what you need to know is laying your footage on the timeline. So I'll pick this one and drag it right on there in the middle. So once you drag it there, you want to cut it. Probably you had unwanted images, or rather unwanted scenes that you didn't want. You just go through it and cut it. So where do you find something to cut? You just go right below. You will see that it's all the tools that are needed are highlighted, and you will see a scissor, and use that scissor to cut your footage. Now what I love about this app here, it's on the right hand side corner there's a question mark where you can see all the tools, and if you forget where what is what, you can just press on it and then immediately just know, okay, this is what I need to use. Now I use Final Cut Pro also. So on Final Cut Pro they have a razor blade, and that's just a symbol for cutting your footage into half, or if you want to cut unwanted parts. So if I want to cut here, I'll just go to the scissor, click on the scissor, and then move my cursor key a little bit, and then cut again if I want to cut them into two. And I will simply, after doing that, I will simply highlight it. I highlight the part that I want to cut and go to the dustbin, and it will dump it in there. That footage, that piece is gone, so I don't need it. Now if I want to redo it, there's an undo and redo button just on top there, on top of the timeline on your right hand side. So you just click on there and everything will come back to you. You keep on pressing and everything will come back. So let's cut it, because we're moving on to the next one, which is transition. Now transitions, I feel they're very, very important because they tell a story. It's a story. It's like you're moving to the next clip seamlessly and making your storytelling very interesting. Now Okay, just go to your left hand side, right corner, click on the flower again, and we are going to look for transitions. It's right there, right below, well, second below, and click on transitions. So when you're in transitions, you have several of them listed there for you, and you can pick whichever you want. So in this case, I'm just going to pick this one, and I'm going to drag it and drop it in between. And where is this? Okay, yeah, in between there, and then play it and see what happens. See, there's a kind of vibration there that you want to give to your footage. You just want to give your footage some oomph, so to speak, and you want to move to the next part like that. So the next thing to do is titles. Titles are also very important, and you can use them for your intros and your outros, also when you're explaining to people, I mean, what is happening in the video. So we're going to go to our corner again, to the left hand side. Remember, on this app it's always on the left. Even on Final Cut Pro, it's always on the left. So I think also Adobe, I haven't looked at Adobe because I've never used it, but I've seen people talking about it, and I've seen their layout is almost similar to this one. So you go there, and what was the next one? Oh my goodness, I got confused. Oh, titles. Now let's pick the simplest one here, and you can just put it there in front and create your intro, or rather the topic of the video. And then you double click on it, and then again when you're the next page, it will bring you on here, and then double click on it, and then the keyboard will come right away. And then let's say natural hair day. Yeah, because the video is about that. Okay, then done. So once you're done, you simply just click on the arrow in the corner on your left hand side again, and you get out of that page. Now if you want to change something, probably you see the arrows just on top of the natural hair day box. You can press that one and that one to just put it back. Now on your right hand side also, you will find the other tools that you can use. Probably you want to increase the size, you want to I mean add color, you know, all types of things. Let's add some color. Let's put red because we are fierce, and then, you know, leave it at that. And probably you want to, yeah, to even change it even more, you can go to color and effects right below there where there's the T, and then oh my god, this thing is on the way. Okay, I need to put it off. Also there, framing and fitting, you can crop it, you can play with it, you can position it in a different way, but we're not going to go into all that because those are just the bells and whistles of it, and it will confuse you even more. So let's go out of it, and then there we are, we have our intro already. Now probably you want to say something in the video, you forgot something, or you just want to explain a situation. Let's grab that one and put it on top there, on top of that, and let's see what's happening on here. Maybe I'm just let's see, what can we say here? Let's play it again and see what we can put something that makes sense. Feeling my hair, feeling the texture. Let's just say that. Okay, you go to the T and you double click. Oops. Oh, la la. Okay, there you go. And you say feeling the texture. Yeah, let's say that. Feeling the texture. Okay, done. So remember also on your right, you can, you know, change the size, you can change the color, it's right there for you. And then let's get out of it. Once we're out of it, you can see it, that's where it is. You can play it back by pulling like this, so you can see it. You can see that your text is in there. And then after that is adding photos. Now make sure you have extra footage. I believe extra footage is really amazing. That's like your B-roll. When you hear people say B-roll, that's just extra footage that you have with you, and that can be in picture form and, you know, and whatnot. So we go back to our left, and then we go to photos, and we are going to add a photo. Now, which one am I going to pick? Let me say this one. Now, with my huge forehead, and then we're gonna drag this and put it right there. Now, the purpose of that is just to show people, okay, that's what I was doing. And maybe if I was talking, if I was doing a voiceover, I would, you know, show people that, okay, before I was doing my hair, I was using aloe vera, and this is how my hair looked. And this gives your viewers, you know, another angle of your storytelling. So use it as much as possible. And yeah, editing is just so much fun. It's stacking, it's sticking, stacking, I don't know, cutting and doing all that and putting everything together on top of each other. And what else? Okay, adding color to your footage. So let's double click on this. All right, so you want to add color. You want, maybe your footage was too dark when you were shooting, or maybe it was too bright, too much lighting, and you want to correct it. So don't worry, the editing will help you. So you go there, and oh, it came to color and effects. So yeah, oops, let's see, color and effects. Which one are we going to choose? Let's see, let's pick contrast, for instance. Now we want to darken it. We are darkening it, and we can go on your right. I hit my leg. That's the sound. Anyway, so you go on your, oopsie, I changed it without wanting. Sometimes that can happen because, you know, you're using your fingers, but it can still be whatever. You just undo. Okay. So here you can just change saturation, vibrance, blah, 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 blah. Just go down and move, play with those and see what's the right one to, you know, to use for your image, for your footage, to make it look appealing, or whichever way that you're going for. So there you are. You can see how it is. It's been darkened, and now it looks even better, because before it was all, let me see the little one there. It was brighter, you see, now it's darker. Okay, what else? If you want the intro, I forgot to do this. Let me just reduce it. You just pull it like that because it's too long, and then yeah, let's play it, and that's how it looks. So the last thing that we're going to talk about, not the last really, but we are going to talk about music. Music is a topic on its own, so I'm not gonna delve deep into it because it has its own life to it. Like, it needs so much explanation. Now, my music, normally it's already uploaded. It's here in the files I upload from YouTube audio library. I used to use Epidemic Sound, but I wasn't really recording so much when I started my channel, so I removed their subscription. But if you remove it, if you get out of their subscription, you can still keep the music, so it's totally fine. Like the music that you already published on your video, so they can't come for you when it's coming to copyright issues, so you have to be careful on that. Now, YouTube audio library has free music, and now let me pick this one, much higher. Okay, now you just click on it and you drag it down to your timeline, just below the main footage. And yeah, let's, okay, played it a little bit. Now we want to edit the music. We are going to click on it and then cut it. So we delete the rest because we don't need it. Just click on it, and you know, the icons just come on them on their own, and you will see that. You see your dustbin there, your trash can, your trash bin, I don't know. Okay, there you go. And then you are done. Your footage is done. You are golden, huh? Even the picture, the extra picture that I put there, you can also edit it anyway. So you got your music. Oops, let me see. Oh la la, things are going not my way. Okay, let me see if you, yeah, it's perfect. Anyway, Remember, if you make a mistake, the arrow's there to help you. So after doing that, you've added your music and you probably want to edit your music. Let's double click on it and you will be taken there, and you can reduce the volume or add it by using this here, the bar on your right. You just move back and forth with your finger. So easy to do. And if you were talking over, I think you need to reduce it even further, because otherwise your music is going to compete with the message of the video. So music is not really necessary, but it's necessary, I feel. Excuse me. If you're doing an educational video like the one I'm doing right now, I don't think music is important as such, because I want the message to be the main focus. But if it's not that, let's say you're doing something else, or even you're talking, sometimes it can be used. So it depends on what situation you want to use your music for, and you know, just do that and you get out of that page and your video is done, and you're so excited, you did a good job, and now it's uploading your video. So you're like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna do this? So right here below on your left, on your right hand side, you know, I get confused about left and right, like I lose my bearing. I don't know. I don't know if that happens to you, but I'm sure it does to everyone. Okay, so you see the arrow looking upward, you click on it and you will go to movie. So when you go to movie, you go to it will take you to YouTube. It's already there for you. If it's on Final Cut Pro, you see they have share, they have a share whatever. So you just click on share and then it takes you to where you upload. And I think also for Adobe Premiere, it's the same. It's the same way. So all these, they're just the same. All these apps, softwares, they have that same essence, even though they're different. Okay, you click on YouTube and you go to the arrow up there and do that. Here we don't have to add anything, the titles, description, tags. We are going to do that on YouTube. So you don't really need to do it here. Although you can do it here so that when you go on YouTube, you don't have to like go through it. But I feel like there's no point. Just go and do it on YouTube. So there you go. Click the arrow and your movie is being written and uploaded at the same time. It's going faster because it's a smaller clip. If it's bigger, then it will take a little bit more time, but not so much. And then upload complete. So you're like, yay, done. You say, okay. And then you go to your YouTube. Just make sure your YouTube is on. If I didn't mention that, like your YouTube app, your account is on. So that's all. And remember, editing is just, it's not that difficult to learn. It's the easiest tool that you can use to make your videos interesting and make people, you know, your audience connect with your audience and make people, you know, want to watch you. So put an effort in editing. I'm also still learning, and editing is about learning and practicing at the same time. It's not something that you learn first and wait to practice later. It's something that you have to do while you are learning. So make sure that that's how you need to attack it. And for me also, I'm still learning, and every day you're learning something new, and because it's so much in editing, but we just focused on the main things that are going to help you do it faster, and you learn as you go. So yes, I hope this video was of value to you, and if you have anything to add, or if you are an experienced editor and you know this, you can also, you know, help people in the comment section. You know, we are here to help each other to make ourselves, you know, to make ourselves even better, have better videos to watch that people can watch even for the next 10 years and still enjoy the content. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to me, and I hope this session was of good value. And yes, talk to you in the next one. Have a lovely day and blessed day wherever you are. Bye bye. Thank you.